Yeah. On the other hand, if you are in the like in the spiritual path, you have given up all these four things. There is no cost. Are we charging for coming to the class? Are we charging for prasadam? No. You have so many fun activities. You dance. You do sing nice kirtans. You have the tastiest food. Correct? It is offered to Krishna, so naturally it has the best taste. And then you don't naturally, because you don't consume anything wrong, you don't get diseases. You don't go to a doctor. You meet gurus actually. In the place of doctors, you meet gurus. How many of you have met wonderful teachers in the last 1 year? You all met like 5, 6 at least. Regular people would have met, maybe doctors but you don't have such things. Because you have positively turned your life, you are meeting a different set of people, right? So in this way, you transformed your life, right? So, the way we have to live in this world is in what vritti? Seva vritti. Yeah. So when we do that, naturally suffering reduces. So this world is a place of transformation. This creation is done for giving the opportunity for the soul to transform, to get out of this material existence and be eternally with the Father. Just um, like a loving father arranges, for example, a child denies his father and want to go away. Daddy, I don't want to stay with you. I want to go away, right? Still, father loves. For example, he's a rich man. Here, child says, no, I want to go on the cycle, you know, and then father is arranged, a person to take care of him in the back, right? Suppose there is a car just following the child. Suddenly, the child was so tired, he wanted water. He doesn't know where to get water. And he stops and waits. This person in the car goes and gives him a bottle of water. So, like that, whatever we need in this world exists, like medical facility or, you know, the air, water, everything, whatever we need to live in this world exists by the loving arrangement of God. Just like Adam and child was supported by father, right? But we don't see that, right? So that's the unfortunate situation. So when a child is in the school, right, or maybe a child, does the child want to play all day or does he want to go to school and study? Play all day, right? That's how I was, at least in my childhood. When first grade, second grade, I was always crying to go to school because I was, having fun with my, friends, playing all the time. So child want to always play. That is Bhagavat. But father's desire is study nicely, settle well, So similarly, God wants us to be transformed in our heart, purify our heart, and go back to Him ultimately, right? To eternal joy. But what do we want? We want to stay back, build a better career, build a, you know, better life out here in the middle world, right? And we think this is permanent, but this is not the place to be, right? This is like whatever we build is here in this world is like a sand castle. We see that, all the time in this world. Nothing is permanent, right? So the whole creation shows these properties of continuous cycles, like repeated birth and death, right? And continuous suffering, right? So that we learn and inquire as to what is the purpose of life and actually finally realize that purpose. So let's go. Yeah. So what is the primary purpose of creation? Please read that, whatever is there. Hmm. Yeah. So conditioned soul forgets being conditioned, being desirous of enjoyment, it forgets its purpose of life. So the primary purpose is to awaken, reclaim these conditions also. That's why God Himself comes and teaches Bhagavad Gita, right? And many of His agents, like great devotees, come, right? In the past, so many pastimes are given in Bhagavatam, right? Prahlad Maharaj, right? Or Dhruv Maharaj, Ambarish. So many great, wonderful stories are given so that we get inspired by their life and we take to that path, right? Yeah. And Lord Himself comes to give jivas a glimpse of spiritual world, just like an advertisement. Sometimes while you're watching something, suddenly an advertisement pops up to show what the value of what the product is, right? So similarly, Lord Himself comes and performs extraordinary pastimes, like lifting Govardhan Hill, or um, you know, killing demons. So wonderful pastimes He performs so that the conditioned souls get attracted, in and make their life purpose to go back to God. So, and then want to see that all jivas happy through internal potency. Have you all heard about internal potency, Antaranga Shakti? What is Antaranga Shakti and what is Bahiranga Shakti? Antaranga Shakti means internal potency. Bahiranga Shakti means huh? External potency of the Lord, right? So, spiritual realm, the Vaikunthas or the Goloka, where ultimately, everything is completely spiritual. There, it is all made of internal potency of the Lord. Everything is manifested by internal potency of the Lord. In the middle world, it is a mixture of both. The jivas, the soul is spiritual. The bodies are all Bahiranga Shakti, external energy. Yeah. So when the spirit soul is meant for spiritual world. It's not meant for material world, right? By definition, spirit is meant to live in the spiritual place, right? So what is the spiritual place? Vaikuntha or Goloka, right? But we are right now here, so there is incompatibility, right? The eternal jiva locked in a temporary body, naturally it doesn't want to, it's unnatural for it. So that's why nobody want to die. Why no? Where is the desire to not die comes from? Where is it coming from? It is from the soul, because soul is eternal. It's unnatural for it to die, and it is seeing the death. So it's confused. Why there is death? There shouldn't be any death. Nobody wants death. I want to be always happy. Where is it coming from? Soul. Ananda. Ananda is its natural property. It can experience in the spiritual world, in the Sevavritti. But here in this middle world, it's Bhogavritti, it cannot. Yeah. So we want to be always happy. We always want to live. It's because it's this natural soul's property, right? But this world presents a different reality because it's an incompatible place, right? So chance for jivas for sense gratification in the middle world. Okay, jiva has the desire to enjoy. Yes, Bhagavati is there. It's not like God doesn't want you to enjoy. He wants you to enjoy, at the same time transform, fulfill the purpose of life, right? So when Pandavas were here, they all were married. They were married to Draupadi. They all had children. They were kings. It's all fine. You can be everything. But at the same time, they're all also pure devotees of Krishna at the same time, right? So they perfected their life. So in this world, we all should do the same. So this world is a chance for the jivas to realize the sufferings of the middle world. It's also yeah. So we realize the sufferings of the middle world. Now this will skip. It's a different topic, not directly related to this. Yeah. So this verse says how everything comes from Krishna, right? So this is from Taittiriya Upanishad. Yato va imani bhutani. You can all repeat after me. Yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani je jivanti yena jatani jivanti yat prayanti abhisa vichanti tadvignasva tad brahmeti. Yeah, please read.
Additional cause of everything is the supreme personality of Godhead, and after being annihilated, everything enters into Him.
Hmm. So the way creation happens is, is a cyclic manner. There is always creation and annihilation, creation, annihilation. There is a manvantara cycle that continuously happens, and with every manvantara there is complete annihilation and then recreation, right? So the bhutva bhutva praliyate, there is a beautiful verse in Bhagavad Gita. I'll share that. Can all read these three verses? Oh, what happened? This verse. This is from 8th chapter. How the cycle of creation happens is given here. Sahasrayuga paryantam aharyad brahmano vidu ratrim yuga sahasrantam teho ratra vido jana. By human calculation, 1,000 ages taken together form the duration of Brahma's one day, and such also is the duration of his night. So in one day of Brahma, there are 1,000 cycles of Chaturyugas in one single day of Brahma. So, and each Chaturyuga, how many years? So Kali Yuga is how many years? Anyone knows? 4,32,000 years. 32,800 something. 4 lakh 8, 32, 4 lakh 32,000 years. And Dwapar Yuga is 2x, Treta Yuga is 3x, and Satya Yuga is 4x. Right? Now 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 10. So one cycle of 4 yugas is 10 times of Kali Yuga. Right? It's like 4.3 million years now instead of 4.3 lakhs. So that is one cycle, right? So 1,000 such cycles is one day of Brahma. Now imagine the scale of Brahma's lifetime. So by the time Brahma just flips his eyebrow, we have passed multiple lifetimes. Right? So 1,000 lifetimes is his day, and his night is 1,000 such yugas. He'll be resting. At that time, there is no creation. And again, when Brahma restarts his day, again he has to restart the creation process. So that is called pralaya. So there is creation and then pralaya. So these are like, again, duality there. Middle world means duality. Wherever you go, there are two parts. There is Srijami means creation, and then pralaya, annihilation. So that keeps on happening. Yeah. So let's read a couple more verses here. Avyaktat vyakta Vaktaya sarva prabhavanti aharagame ratriyagame praliyante tatraivyakta sanyake. Yeah. At the beginning of Brahma's day, all living entities become manifest from the unmanifest state, and thereafter, when the night falls, they are merged into unmanifest again. Right? So this cycle keeps on happening. So Krishna is saying, so how the entire manifestation of living entities happen in the middle world and again annihilation. So and the jivas keep on, and for the body, human body, there is also pralaya. What is the pralaya at the time of death? It's like complete annihilation and restart. Right? So this annihilation happens at different, multiple at different scales of time. Bhutagrama sa evayam bhutva bhutva praliyate ratriyagame vasa partha prabhavati aharagame. Yeah. Anyone want to read? Prabhakar?
Again and again, when Brahma's day arrives, all living entities come into being. And with the arrival of Brahma's night, they are endlessly annihilated.
See the word, use of the word here, helplessly annihilated. So no matter what you do in the middle world, this is the final result. You may become the richest person, you may become the most famous, whatever. The end is that you are getting helplessly annihilated as long as you stay here. This is the truth of life. It's the sad truth of life. So the whole point, why is Krishna saying this? So that we learn, we understand this knowledge and take life seriously. This is our opportunity, human life especially. In this life only we can consider this option of getting out of cycle of, this is cycle, just you see, like Brahma had 1,000 cycles of Chaturyuga. And in each cycle, we might be taking millions of, thousands of lifetimes. And we have done millions and millions of lifetimes already. And we don't know whether we'll get a human body next life. So that's why you're already taken one step by coming into the class, which is great. You could have been enjoying somewhere, watching movie or something now. Now you have taken the first step. Make sure you meet the final goal. Don't slacken after taking this step. Krishna is saying this. Otherwise, why would he say this, right? So we are all, whether you are Elon Musk or anybody, doesn't matter. Everybody gets helplessly annihilated. Doesn't matter, whoever you are. Who knows who? So 100 years back, there are very famous people. Do we know them? Do we care for them? No. Same thing happens after 100 years. Nobody knows who is Elon Musk. Today, he is like in everybody's mind, right? So that is the middle world. It doesn't spare anyone. Nobody is spared. Everybody gets annihilated. Whoever you may be, however big you may be in this, So don't worry about the fads and fashions of this world. They come and go. We have to protect the soul. That's the only purpose of material existence, right? What do you see here? There's a potter making a pot, right? So when you see this, what do we, so in this world, we see a lot of creation. We see varieties of, living entities, varieties of plants, varieties of, insects. When you see the variety, what do you think? You think, is it all coming from so when you see a pot made by a potter, so do you say it is coming from the wheel? Or do you say it is coming from the potter? Anybody? Is it coming from the potter or coming from the wheel? Externally, it appears like coming from wheel, but we all give credit to the potter, right? So similarly, in this world, we may not see directly the hand of God, but all this existence, creation, so many people think, yeah, all this exists because it's all nature is creating it. You have heard that argument, right? Nature is an external manifestation. Nature is not the one creating. There is Prakriti. Prakriti, when it mixes with Purusha, then only there is creation. Right? We don't realize that, but we just go by what we see. Many scientific minds think only at empirical level. Oh, they see that life is coming from matter. That's what they can see, but actually they don't see the father behind. Yeah. So matter is eternal. Matter means the whatever exists here is all eternal. Panchamahabhuta, it's called, right? Earth, air, water, ether. So these elements are the fundamental elements of anything that you see in this world. Correct? They only transform various shapes. They form into various forms. It's like, have you all played with china clay when you were a child? You all played, right? So when I remember, like, when my teacher used to come, SUPW teacher, she would bring basket of china clay. She would give every boy or girl, this much of china clay, and we all used to make a shape at the through the class, and we all used to make different nice beautiful shapes, right? We are given as assignments, and at the end, again, all the clay used to come together. Teacher would mix them and again becomes one, right? So this whole creation works in the same way. It's like a china clay, right? There is manifestation and unmanifestation. So all these, even our body is also made of, it's like a china clay, right? And again, after this body's, time in this body is over, again it goes back to, pradhan, or unmanifest nature. So we keep on manifesting based on our desires. We keep taking various bodies, right? So it goes through this cycle. So as per Bhagavatam describes the entire process of creation in full detail. We are going to touch, some fundamental topics here. So the original substance is called Pradhan. Pradhan is the unmanifest substance from which everything is manifest. Okay? So that's called Pradhan. It's unmanifest state, Avyakta. And then universal manifestation happens, right? So it's like a clay becoming a pot, right? As you see in the picture, right? But the thing is, it's temporary, and the clay gets annihilated over a period of time. Correct? It won't stay forever, and again it will be made into clay. So this cycle goes on, and then again it will become, at the end of the day of Brahma, it will again become unmanifest, becomes china clay again. And so matter is eternal, Pradhan is eternal, and continuously it goes through various manifestations. Let's keep Achintya Bheda Bheda. Yeah, please read this, Arjun.
Pushed by the will of Krishna, innumerable species are created. Millions of species and their residences are created. Rains showered from the earth, flowers blossom, seasons change, the sun and the moon rise or shine. The rain showered to nourish all living things, etc. All these things happen as soon as there is Krishna's will.
Yeah, so we see all of this in our own direct experience, right? All of this happens perfectly on time. So sun comes perfectly on time, moon comes at perfectly on time, right? So there is like, do we see anything happen so orderly in this world without a proper maintainer behind all of that? Nothing, right? So that clearly shows there is a intelligent being behind all of this. So this is the spiritual realm. You see all of this, these are all various Vaikuntha planets. So you see here various incarnations. There are, several spiritual planets. This is, the spiritual realm as created based on the description of Srimad Bhagavatam. And there is Goloka at the top there. And so based on the taste of the the devotee, he will belong to various places. Certain Sevavritti people will go to Vaikunthas, certain based on devotional relation with the god, they will land up in one place or the other. Everybody has a specific place actually. So it's called Siddha Swarupa. Everybody has a fixed place. It's a matter of realizing, over a period of time when we purify ourselves, we'll be landing in one of the places. Yeah. And so this is the spiritual realm that we saw in the previous one. Now it is added a material realm. So this is the material realm. And this is one single universe, right? Yeah, so one single universe is here. Yeah. So many universes come from the Supreme Lord in the form of Mahavishnu. You see the Mahavishnu is lying in the causal ocean here, Karana ocean. So as per Bhagavatam description, from the nostrils of Mahavishnu, millions of universes like a golden globules come and they manifest into various universes. And in each universe, again, the same Lord enters each universe, and in that universe is called Garbhodaksa Vishnu. We'll see the picture here. So this is one universe picture. You see here, this is Garbhodaksa Vishnu lying in the Garbha Udak waters within the universe, and from his navel comes a lotus. From that lotus is born Lord Brahma. He is Swayambhu, right? For Brahma, his mother and father is Lord Vishnu only. Yeah, his guru also, and his counselor also. Because he's his guru because he gives the idea that he has to perform tapas. And then whenever he is in trouble, Brahma goes to causal ocean and offers stutis so that Lord incarnates and helps. And Brahma helps. Brahma is the first created being in the material existence. He is the first engineer, like a startup, right? When you build a new startup, what do? You first recruit a very good engineer, right? You don't start with average engineers to begin with. If you start with average engineers, you will never get anywhere, correct? So similarly, this idea aligns very well. So in this, in the scientific understanding, they think that the smallest things will come together to form larger living entities. That idea is not really, sounds is not very logically sound. When you want to start big, you want to start with somebody who is really good, right? So Brahma is a very qualified entity. So he is given the charge of secondary creation. Now he creates residences for various levels of consciousness. He creates a 14 planetary system. Right? There are 7 lower planetary systems, there are 7 higher planetary systems, right? There are, Bhuloka, Bhorloka, Atala, Vittala, Sutala, Patala, Talatala, Rasatala, like that. There are lower planets and there are higher planets. Swargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Brahmaloka, ultimately, right? So based on one's consciousness, one will be placed in various places, right? So Bhuloka is a average planet. And there is, more suffering in the lower planets. There is higher pleasure in the higher planets, right? But there is suffering everywhere. It's like a first class jail and second class jail. Even Swargaloka is also, there is suffering. Sometimes demons attack. There is a lot of enjoyment, but there is also a lot of, wherever there is enjoyment, there is suffering, sufficient suffering also is there. Yeah, sometimes demons attack and they, make them go crazy. So there is suffering everywhere. So by taking to spiritual life, what do we want? Do we want to go to Swargaloka? Do we want to go to Swargaloka? Yes or no? Anybody want to go to Swargaloka? Raise your hand. Huh? Why? Huh? Yeah, again there is suffering. And also because there is too much enjoyment, what happens? We become Bhagavritti. We'll forget. So in Bhagavatam, there are prayers by living entities that may we take birth in this Kali Yuga, in the families of devotees. There are verses, I'll show you. Why? Because in this age, there is short process to get perfection. Just by chanting, you get highest perfection. What was available in Satya Yuga through long meditation. In Satya Yuga, people would meditate for any number, guess? Huh? Thousands of years, 60,000. Vasishtha Muni, he meditated for 60,000 years. Imagine, Vishwamitra Muni, like he did like more than 1 lakh. So imagine like how much hard that is, right? In this life, we can just focus on the simplest process. But there are also challenges. You have positive facilities. There are innumerable facilities to get distracted, right? As soon as you open your laptop, there is something, ChatGPT or WhatsApp. You get distracted like anything. It's in our hand. So if we are intelligent, we use this Kali Yuga lifetime in the best possible way. You get the best perfection, right? It's the easiest time. But at the same time, we have to be sincere and serious about it. Otherwise, we'll be stuck here. Yeah. So Ma Durga is here, right? She is the gatekeeper. She'll make sure if you have Bhagavritti, be here. Durg, what is Durg? What is Durg? You know it. The word Durg means fort. Yeah. What is the fort in the middle world? Yeah. What is the fort in the middle world that keeps us here? The desire to enjoy. That is the force that keeps us in this middle world. And because of our Bhagavritti, there are no, what do you call, external, threads binding us, but still there are no ropes binding us. Still we are bound by our desires. People are just stuck up here because of their desire to enjoy in this world. So we are all bound by our own desires. Ma Durga will make sure you are here before you get purified. No, stay here, get purified, and then only go up to the spiritual world. So that's why she is called Durga. She is the fortress. She is the in charge to keep us in this middle world, right? Unless one is really desirous to go back to Godhead, she will not let us go, right? She keeps us floating in the 3 modes of mental energy, right? The 3 modes, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. So those will keep us here, the 3 modes. So we have to get out, we have to accept Vishuddha Sattva, which is beyond the 3 modes, which is the direct internal potency of Lord. And how do you do that? Your mind should be purified for that. Your mind should be purified by the chanting of the holy names, by serving, devotees, by serving the Lord, right? So only through that we can purify our heart and then give up this middle world. Otherwise, there is no way, we will be here forever. So how the middle manifestation happens? So this is Mahavishnu or Karanodak Sai Mahavishnu. And Karanodak Sai Mahavishnu comes from Mahashankarshan. Mahashankarshan is part of Chaturvyuha. There is Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Shankarshan, Vasudeva. That comes from actually, Narayana. Narayana comes from another Chaturvyuha. There is a, like a hierarchy of manifestations, right? Krishna first expands into Balaram. I don't think I have that. Yeah. From Balaram comes the first Chaturvyuha. From that comes Shankarshan. From Shankarshan comes Mahavishnu. So Krishna is not directly participating in the creation. Though Shankarshan or Mahavishnu or they're all manifestations of the Vishnu Tattva, they're all self-same Vishnu Tattva, but they're all there for various purposes. If you see Krishna's picture anywhere, or Krishna's deity, he would be just playing on the flute. Look at any other incarnations, either they have some weapons. Even Vishnu also has Shankha, Chakra, Gadha, and Padma, right? Chakra and Gadha for what? पीटने के लिए, punishment के लिए, और lotus and Shank are for devotees, so to bless them, right? So like that, all the other incarnations or various manifestations of the Supreme Lord are for various purposes. They manifest from the same Supreme Lord, but they are engaged in various purposes. Lord Shiva is in charge of mode of ignorance. Lord Brahma is in charge of mode of passion, and Lord Vishnu is in charge of mode of goodness. He is there for the maintenance of this world, right? So like that. So from Mahavishnu comes all these universes. So this is the first manifestation of the Lord for the material creation. So this is the way, this is how it is described. So this is a yogi. Oh, I don't see. Oh, it's like this. How a yogi sees various manifestations of Lord at the perfectional stage. This is Karmaduk Sai Vishnu. In the form yogi sees this meditation at the perfectional stage. Yoga Riruksha. At the Yoga Riruksha stage, you will get this. Then this is the second manifestation, the Supreme Lord. This is Garbhodak Sai Vishnu. And this is the third manifestation, which is the Kshirodak Sai Vishnu, Kshira Vashinu. So all these forms, a yogi in its perfection stage, as Kumaras. This is Paramatma. Lord in the Vaikuntha. And Paramatma. In the highest perfection stage within the practice of devotional life, right? So we all start with Shraddha stage, very early stages where we have just a little faith in God, right? Then we associate with devotees, just like how you are doing, right? It's called Sadhu Sangha, Shraddha and then Sadhu Sangha. And then you start practicing bhakti, chanting the holy name. And then what happens? Anardha Nivritti happens. That's the third stage. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Anardha Nivritti. Your heart is getting purified. And then Nishtha, you become fixed up in your devotion service. You are chanting every day, fixed rounds, waking up early in the morning, and engaging in various devotion service practices. Become very fixed up, Nishtha. Once you become Nishtha, then there is manifestation of Ruchi. Now you have a divine attraction towards God. Right now you don't have any attraction. You're fascinated by knowledge of Gita. But there is no Like you don't have love for God today. Like for example, you have love for your mother, you have love for your father, right? You all love your mother, father, but we don't have such love for God right now. That will manifest. When that manifests, you will be transformed because you are now in a constant state of joy. That is what bhakti brings us. So that then the stage of after ruchi, you get to the stage of bhava bhakti. Bhava bhakti is a very high stage where you are always in a state of continuous bliss in direct relation with Krishna. Right? Whatever you say will be truth. Whatever you wish will happen. And you are in constant touch with God. So that is bhava stage. And then ultimately prema stage, where your love for God is fully thickened. So this is the promise of devotional life. All of us can get to that stage. Each of you can get to that stage. Do you all want to get there? Raise your hand. Yeah. So this is not the experience of 50 years back. This is the experience of acharyas for eternity. It's not something we are creating recently. So that is our goal, right? And that is the purpose of human life. Yeah. So please read, no, Arjun Rao.
Mahavishnu speaking some many verses. From the force of his body, by exhaling his withdraws them, all by creating is the expansion of Sri Krishna's expansion, Balaram, Brahmasmi.
Yeah. So this Mahavishnu is an expansion coming from the body of Balaram. Yeah. Yeah. So that's stated in Brahma Samhita, prayers of Lord Brahma.
Emanates all the three worlds, both spiritual and mundane. Everything rests in me, Arjun, just as you see pearls hang upon a thread.
When you see pearl necklaces like this, right? You don't see the thread underneath. You many times we just appreciate the necklace itself. We don't see the so God is like the thread, the nylon that is tying up the beads. Everything is manifest by his potency. We don't see him in everything, but he is the underlying principle of everything. So this is the next one, Garbhodak Sai Vishnu. And multiple universes come from the Supreme Lord. And in each universe, there is one Garbha Udaka Sai Vishnu. Garbha Udaka means, so in the universe, half of the universe is filled with salt water. So that ocean on which the Lord lies, he is the soul of the universe. Just like you have a soul within this body, the universe has a soul. That is Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, right? So from his navel comes Brahma, right? So that is this. So let's play this.
ॐ श्रीविष्णवे च विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ श्रीविष्णवे च
Yeah, so this is Lord Brahma creating various planets.
ॐ
This is Lord Brahma. So Brahma is the secondary creator. So in the Bhagavatam, there are two kinds of creations explained. The primary creation called Sarga. Sarga is primary creation done by Mahavishnu, Garbhodak Sai Vishnu. And what is created as part of it? All the, the 5 elements, all the ingredients for creation, right? All the, tanmatras, all the 24 elements in existence, they're all created by him. And once they're created, Brahma is created and he's given the in charge to create the rest. So he will create the residences for various people, right? All the planetary systems. So that is in charge, and the various bodies, right? So these are all various types of bodies. There are, animals, four-legged animals, and food for all of them, residences for all of them. All of that is manifest secondarily by Lord Brahma. So he is the in charge for this. Yeah. And Lord is also present in everybody's heart. In everybody's heart is also Lord. So that's why he's called omniscient. Omniscient means he's all-knowing, right? So he's inspiring you to come for the class. He's inspiring me to come and teach the class. So we're all here. We all come here every week. We do nice class. We eat nice prasadam. We all taught heartfully, right?
So does Brahma create souls? Or
No, souls exist already. Souls are in the body and the womb of Garbhodaksa Vishnu. When time comes, Lord Brahma facilitates, he creates a facility, and basically the souls go and occupy this facility based on their capacity, rent payment. How much, if your karma is good, you'll get Swargaloka. If your karma is bad, you go down. So based on, and everybody's karma is carried with him in the subtle body. The subtle body is what? Mind, intelligence, and false ego. Yeah. So the false ego gives what? What is the function of false ego in the middle world? It gives his identity. I am engineer, I am son of this, I am father of this, whatever. And then mind is what? Repository of all the past experiences, right? And then intelligence. Intelligence is the guardian for the mind. It takes all the inputs and makes the choices. So that's the simplest way to remember. Mind is the repository of all ideas, all experiences, both in this life and in the past. Sometimes people remember their past lives, right? Many examples are there. I'll show you some examples if we have time. And then mind is repository of all the experiences. So what is important in this life? To not spoil our life, the most important is having good intelligence. Suppose you don't have good discrimination as to what is right, what is wrong. What happens? You are driven by the desires of the mind. Mind pushes, let's go drink wine just one day. It's okay, you have lived all your life austerely, just go one day, right? And then you do it, and then you feel, and then suddenly you feel guilty. Do you not feel guilty? We all feel whenever we make a mistake, where is it coming from? On the picture you see, Paramatma is oh, why did you do that? He is neutral, but still he is a guide. So the guilt comes from Paramatma. When we are pure, Paramatma is acting heavily, means he will make sure your intelligence is strong. But when we are weak, it's like, fire that is covered, right? The potency is lost. So in that case, we'll be overcome. Yeah. So Paramatma is who is our true friend? The only person who is always with you while you are in the middle world is Paramatma. He is the only true friend. He is the true father, mother, everything. As soon as you give up middle world, there is no Paramatma. In the spiritual world, there is no Paramatma with you. The soul manifests its spiritual body fully. While you are living in the middle world, he is with you because you need his help. You ask your body to raise your hand. You think I am raising? No, I am not raising. Soul cannot raise. Soul informs its desire, expresses its desire, and your karmic balance is checked. If your karma permits, if I have a problem of hand, right, or by my karma, I cannot lift my hand, and then this is not in my control actually. This is material energy. Material energy is in the control of God. All the energy is in control of God only. So you desire, God permits, then the lift happens. So we think we are doing everything in this. Kartaham iti manyate. People think I am the doer. No, actually we are only desiring. Yeah. Yes. Soul perverted by mind. Soul, because in the middle world, the jiva want to forget. As soon as you have a desire to enjoy, right, what happens? First thing is, you know your position as the servant of God. But when you have the desire to enjoy, what happens? You have to forget that you are connected to God, correct? So that's the first thing that happens, make you forget. So that is called avidya. You are given avidya. Then you will forget God and your relation with God. Then what happens? You forgot your relation with God. Then you develop an identity. Oh, I am this, I am that, I want to be that, I want to be this, I want to enjoy like this. So that is, then you have this false ego. True ego is pure. False ego is when you forget God because of avidya, that you only desired. So now you can live in this world because you are prepared for this world, because you forgot the God. So spiritual life is all about what? Reviving your, oh, can you go out?
Desires like how to let motivation lose now.
Desire in itself is not wrong. Okay, maybe let me clarify more. So the desire to enjoy is wrong. It's that, like Arjuna had a desire to become the #1 warrior in the world. He became. It's not wrong. It's the soul's natural propensity is to desire. Just that the desire has to be pure. We just need to purify. You need to purify our consciousness. It's not about you. Hiranyakashipu also had desire, but it is about him. He want to dominate. So those desires have to be stopped. To become the best in whatever you do is not wrong, as long as you use in the right way, and as long as you have the right understanding. I am still, under God's service. I'm still subservient to God. What is the difference between demigods and demons? The main difference is they also have a lot of desires. In fact, they all have material desires also. That's why they are in the middle world. Demigods are in the middle world. They're in charge of material affairs. They have material desires. That's why they are here. But the main difference between demigods and demons is demigods are obliged to God. Right? So the difference between devotees and demons is also the same. For example, in Bhagavatam, you'll hear a lot of such pastimes where we'll end. The example when Prahlad is about to be born, the demigods would come to his place and try to abduct Hiranyakashipu's wife, and they want to end the child in the womb so that the demon won't be born. They think that if father is so bad, son would be even worse. So they want to annihilate Prahlad right there, but he was stopped. How? Immediately Narada Muni comes there and tells that the person in this womb is a great devotee. Because the demigods listen to counsel of good people, they stop there. Demons would not listen. Look at so many stories of demons not listening even to the person who blesses them, right? But demigods always listen. So that's the difference. Anyway, so I think we diverted from the topic. I think we'll continue this topic next week. Next week is Anand Mela. So we won't have class, game class. Request you all to join in Anand Mela and help in services. We have a booth as well, Vedic University, where we want to conduct some small quizzes on Ramayana for kids and all. So if you want to join and help there, you can join, or there are other opportunities as well. So we'll share the details. And the week after is Janmashtami. So we won't have even class that time. So we'll meet after 2 weeks from now. Okay. But Janmashtami is a great time to attract the mercy of Lord, and we can all be engaged and please Lord, right? So on the birthday, everybody is generally very lot more merciful, right? So we want to please the Lord by serving Him in a whatever way, right? So let's be engaged. So we'll connect after 2 weeks. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu, we'll end the call.